Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I actually sent two letters. One was an appointment for July 8th, and then there was an appointment for today's date at 11.
Okay, no, ma'am. I haven't received um any of those letters for that. But
Okay.
I know I had applied for SNAP benefits, and so I was waiting to hear that. But I hadn't received anything.
Okay. Um, so can I schedule an appointment with you over the phone, or should I
Sure,
send you out another letter?
we can do
Okay.
that. No, we can do that now. That would be wonderful.
Okay. So, I mean, this is not in reference to your application. This is in reference to something else.
Oh, what is this in reference to?
This is in reference to a referral that was given to me by your caseworker.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. Miss Jenkins came here and um she said she was closing out the case.
Oh no, if that's this is benefits. This is
Oh,
for
okay.
SNAP benefits. Ms. Jenkins is probably CPS.
Oh, okay.
Probably something else. This is in reference to your SNAP benefits that you received last year.
Yes, ma'am.
And there was some income in there that was not applied to the case. So I just need to meet with you in reference to that.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Unless you just want to do it over the phone and we can just go from there.
Sure. My income actually lowered because I had to evict some of my tenants, so my income is actually cut in half now from where I was making 26
Okay.
a month.
But okay, so the referral that I received from Mr. Casey was that when you were getting benefits back last year, September 2023, up until February of this year, you were actually over the income limit for a household four.
That's the problem. There's people whose names were whose mail was coming here who don't live here.
No, he actually found income on our system searches. He he found income. He found out that you were receiving SSA for two of your children, which was not counted in your case. So that made you over the limit for household four. So from September to February of 2024, um, you have $1,150 that you owe back to the state because you were not entitled to those benefits.
Okay, so what do I need to do to reapply now? Because that's not I had their social security stuff hadn't come through yet when I had those benefits. And I did not owe at that time because they cut it off. They cut it off back in April before I even had received any benefits for their social security. They
Yeah,
cut
but
it off every 6 months because I didn't
From
renew
Sep-
it.
from September 2023 to February 2024, you did get benefits. So I was able to pull up your case. And I mean, that's the main reason why I wanted to meet with you because it's easier for me to just show you what I have.
Yes, ma'am, because they cut it off every 6 months and I wasn't even using it back in April. That was like of the
Okay.
previous year. And then I didn't
No,
even
I'm
get
talking about September 2023 up until February 2024. So when he pulled up your case, he was able to see that you did have income for extra income for two of your children that were not counted in your case, which put your case over the income limit for a household of
but
four.
it's not it goes to a separate bank account. Like I can show you where the money is in their name and it's not it, I'm just the executor. They're the beneficiaries of it.
Yeah, I understand that, but it's still income and it has to be counted to your towards your case.
Okay, that's fine, but at the time you're saying I owe this money back, but I don't because you guys cut it off. I didn't have it at that time. That their social security hadn't been filed yet.
So you never got benefits in September 2023?
I
Or
didn't
October
know, ma'am. I wasn't receiving SNAP benefits at that time because
No, I'm not saying SNAP benefits. I'm saying SSA benefits.
their social security was already filed at that time, and I had just received it and filed it and set it up in my bank account where it goes in the girls' names. It's not even in my name for the household. And who is Mr. Casey that reported this?
Mr. J. Kesey was your caseworker.
Okay, so what do I need to do to reapply?
He was the caseworker that received your new application. Once the case closed, you reapplied, and that's when he did the system searches and found out that you did have income during that time. So that's where we're at right now. So you owe the state $1,150. We can either have it settled here at the office. I can either send it to a Commonwealth Attorney's office, or you can have a hearing with a hearing officer.
Ever since I started going through all this stuff with the dogs, with my dogs being illegally seized here in this county, I have done nothing but been harassed by you guys. Like, and it's all at the same time.
I mean, that has nothing to do with your dogs, man.
Like, that's ridiculous. But that's fine. And you know what? I'll gladly bring in all my financial stuff. I'll pay you the money, whatever. But you know what? I will gladly bring in every single fucking thing I have to show you guys that I'm, like, not lying about my goddamn income or who lives here or anything. Like, I'm so overwhelmed with this now.
Okay, so I mean, I can send you out the form, and you can sign it agreeing that you're willing to pay the funds that were issued to you that you were not entitled to, or you can have a hearing. It's really up to you. It's your decision.
Okay, well, let's have a hearing then, or let's get a lawyer or something, because this is ridiculous now. And, like,
Okay.
I don't lie about my income. This is what I make. I do a cash business. Yes, my kids, I've applied for their social security, but it's not in there. It's not in my name. I don't even get to use the income. It's in a separate account for them.
I understand that, ma'am, but that's income coming to the home, and it has to be counted on your case.
But my case
like
was,
everyone else.
But that's what I'm saying. My EBT was cut off. My EBT was cut off. Like, at the time. At that time, my EBT was cut off because Prince George County does every 6 months renewal, and they cut it off saying that I did not send in the renewal paperwork.
It was cut off in February because you failed to submit some type of paperwork. I could see that in the system, but benefits were issued September, October, November, December, January, and February of this month. And those are the only benefits that you will need to pay back. You don't have to pay back benefits that you did not receive. Because at the time, your income limit was way over the income limit for a household of 4.
It's like $4,000 for the income level for that. I have the income levels. I know the income levels, and I have them in print.
Okay, but
I don't make over that.
Is the net limit is not the gross amount. The gross amount is when you work and you have income. So this is net because you're not paying taxes on that.
Ma'am, that's all I make. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not over the limit for the state of Virginia for that. Like, and I will gladly come in and show y'all every single damn breakdown of every single thing. I operate a cash business. I am self-employed, and that is the only income level we have for a household of 4. And the amount is not over that. I don't gross or anything over that, or net anything over that to not qualify. I'll pay back what y'all say I'm gonna have to pay, but seriously, we are not overqualified for it. And I will gladly come in and show whoever I need to show what I need to show, because at this point, like, this is getting ridiculous now. Because we do qualify for EBT. Yes, we really do.
So according to the state, the net limit for a household of 4 is $2,213. That's their guideline. That's not me making that up. That's just the state guidelines and the federal government. That's not me. And then at the time, let me see. At the time, you were making $4,564, which was the $2,600 for the rental property and $200 for child support. That's what we have in our computer.
Yes, that's what I was making. That is my, well, what it was until now. I had to evict these tenants, and
Okay.
my
But your
income's
work,
cut in half.
okay, but your worker was not counting the SSA, which is 1764, which made you go over the net limit of 4,564. Your max amount net is 2,500, and you were making 4,564. That's the reason why those benefits were not entitled to you, and that's the reason why he referred the case to me.
That's ridiculous now. This is so ridiculous because right now my income isn't that. You know what I'm making right now? You know what I'm making right now? I'm making $1,500 a month, and then that, and then the SSA. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about right now, ma'am. I'm talking about September 2023 up until February 2024. I'm not saying that that's what you're making right now as we speak.
Like, so what else do I need to do other than just pay it back? That's it?
I can send you an ADH waiver, which means you are waiving your right for a hearing.
No, I want a hearing because
Okay.
at this point,
hearing, I can go ahead and submit all the paperwork to the state, and then they'll set up a hearing, and you'll have a hearing with them.
I mean, what is the deal? So what else do I need to do for that? If I don't have a hearing, just pay it? And then what else? Because I don't lie about my income at all. I don't try to defraud the state for EBT or none of that shit.
Ma'am, you don't have to.
I'm sorry. It's not your fault. I know. It's
Okay.
just.
I mean, I'm just trying to see what your. I'm just trying to let you know what your options are. You have to. I have 3 options. The best way is just to resolve it here, end it, and be done with it. Now,
Okay, that's fine. Let's just do that.
If you want a hearing, that's your second option. You can have a hearing in front of a hearing officer. They can decide whether or not we're right or if you're right, and they'll make a decision. Third option will be to send the case over to the Commonwealth Attorney's office.
It's always something with the Commonwealth Attorney. Like, ever since I had to go and file an appeal because of issues with our dog, and I had to go to court, and I filed an appeal in y'all's courthouse, it has been nothing but problems. Like, I've been harassed.
Okay, so those are the only 3 options. So if you want to resolve the case here with us, I can send you what's called a waiver of disqualification hearing. You sign that and you agree to pay. You can make payments every month. You can pay $20, $30, $50, whatever you can afford. You can pay that, and as long as you make your payments, you'll be okay. Now, eventually, if you don't make payments, they will go after your taxes. I have to disclose that, because that's money owed to the state and federal government.
Okay, you can send me the waiver thing and I'll just pay it. But yeah, this is ridiculous now. Isn't Andrea Arid still the county attorney?
No, I believe it's Miss Ferraro, something like that. What's her name? I think she is Ferraro. I know it starts with word F. She is the Commonwealth Attorney. So I'm going to mail you out this. So you're at 19197 Indian Road, Prince George, Virginia, 23805?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'm going to mail you out the ADH waiver.
Ma'am, are you there? Ma'am? Hello? Hello? God damn it. This is ridiculous now. Now they're saying that I owe EBT funds back. No, I didn't lie about the fucking income. I don't lie about my damn income. Like, this is so ridiculous now, and it's always about taxes, and I know it's because of motherfucking Michael. I'm so motherfucking over this shit now. I am so over it. I'm so over it right now because that is fucking bullshit. They cut my EBT off. They do it every 6 fucking months in this county, and it's been nothing but harassment since they took the dogs. Now they're trying to say, oh, I owe this back. Like, what the fuck? I don't lie about my damn fucking income. Like, what the fuck don't y'all understand? Like, get the fuck off of me. Damn. And then her phone just hung up. Hopefully the lady calls back. Like, this is so ridiculous now. This is so ridiculous now. She's calling back. I'm shaking her. This is so ridiculous. Hello? The phone hung up, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's me still. The phone must have hung up.
Oh, okay. I think we got disconnected. So I'm going to mail you out the ADH hearing waiver form. Once you sign that, you're agreeing to pay the benefits that were issued to you that you were not entitled to. And then with that comes an IPV, which is an intentional program violation, which means that you were not entitled to benefits for months.
Okay, so then at that point, then what happens? Can I reapply or redo that? Because my income level is halved right now. And what do I need to do for that?
You will have to wait a year if you sign the waiver. If you sign the waiver, that's kind of like the penalty for technically not letting us know that you were receiving SSI.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. Send me the waiver and I'll pay the money. And then, you know what? I'll handle it myself. I will sign the waiver. I'll pay it back. And I will wait a year. And then I really will reapply because my income level doesn't. I don't lie about my income. I've never tried to purposely defraud the state or the government or anything. But it's fine. I will because all this is ridiculous now because the law says that money is not in my name. It's for my children. And when I applied, they had already cut it off. But if they're saying it's those couple months, fine. I will pay it back and then I will reapply and everything will be fixed. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you for calling me back. I'm sorry.
So once the year is up, you can go ahead and certainly reapply. You have the right to reapply, but you just have that 1 year penalty.
At this point, this is ridiculous now too. I know it's not your fault. You're just following through on your case, but
yes. So I will send you paperwork today. You have 10 days to sign the form. If I don't hear back from you within the 10 days, then I'll send it up to the state. But as long as I get it within those 10 days, I'm okay. We have a drop box right in front of our building. You can email it to me, you can drop it in the Dropbox, or you can...
Why don't I just come up there and get it? Because we have mailing issues here. And sometimes I get our stuff and then sometimes I don't, which is how it got canceled several times because they said I don't do the renewal paperwork.
Okay. So I'll be here tomorrow until noon. So if you want to come by tomorrow, I'll be here up until noon. I'm only here certain days. So
okay.
You can come Monday, Tuesdays, or half a day on Wednesday, and I'm here.
Okay, tomorrow's fine.
Okay. Tomorrow I'll be here until noon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Ackerman.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
This shit is some fucking shit. This is nothing but harassment. This is fucking just more harassment and harassment. Like, I hadn't even started, that's why, and it's nobody's business anyway. I don't just try to defraud the goddamn government. Like, this is so much bullshit. Ever since motherfucking the dogs got seized, this whole county, all this shit has been nothing but bullshit and harassment. Now they trying to say all this shit. No, that's bullshit. But you know what? I'm going to pay it off. And then because they keep cutting it on and off, they do 6 months renewal here. And I know because they said there's people here who didn't live here. It's mighty funny. Mr. Casey is the one that motherfucking reported it. It's always that name that's always reporting somebody or calling the police or doing some shit. Damn it, man. This is ridiculous now. But nope. This is bullshit now. Mighty funny that the amount I owe is a month's rent. This is so ridiculous now. Like, this is ridiculous. I'm just gonna pay it. And you know what it has to do? It's because they trying to make it seem like, oh, I didn't qualify or some shit. No, they just want to sit there and say that I'm getting all this money and I'm not. And it's ridiculous now. All of this shit just all is like ridiculous now. I don't lie about my goddamn income. We didn't even receive that much benefits any damn way. And you know what? This is ridiculous because it's ridiculous now. I'm over it. I'm going to pay it back, and then I will wait a year, and then guess what? I'm still going to reapply.
Good morning, Mommy.
Good morning, Charm.